Readers Entertainment Radio presents Booklights with your host, author Lisa Kessler. Booklights, where we're shining a light on good books.
Hello, everyone. Can you believe it is December 2025? Where did the year go? Anyway, everyone who is a longtime listener knows that in December, I love to talk holiday books. And my friend Mia Heintzelman has been on with us before, but she is like the queen of Christmas holiday romances. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you haven't read her yet and you love reading holiday romances, she is going to set you up because there are so many adorable romances. And she has a brand new one out this year. So I can't wait for you to meet her. If you haven't read her books yet, I will read her bio here to get you prepared. Mia Heintzelman is a best-selling author of novels including Monopolove, The Friendship Contract, and The Accidental Crush. Her work has appeared on Book Riot, Romantically Inclined, and Readers Entertainment Radio. She has totally been on Booklights before. I'm so excited she's back. And, we are friends, so just putting that out there. She also writes fun, flirty, fiery romances about strong women and the men who are man enough to fall head over heels for them. She lives in Las Vegas, Nevada, and you can learn more about her on her website. I did put a link to her website right there in the show notes, so feel free to click that anytime, sign up for her newsletter, find out what's coming next, and without any delay, are you there, Mia?
I'm here. Hi.
Yay!
Thank you so much for having me, Lisa.
Oh, I'm so glad you're back. I always have fun when you come visit us. So thank you for being here.
Booklights before, so I'm so excited to be back.
Yeah, well, you have a brand new holiday romance, Not So Merry in the Maldives. Do you want to tell everybody what it's about and why they should go grab a copy?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so, and I just realized this year that I've got a tradition of releasing a holiday book every year. And I didn't realize it until this year. Because I'm like, wait a minute, I've got a holiday book every year. So yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot. I went looking through. I'm like, dang, you go, Mia, all these holiday books. So anyway,
yes,
tell them about
so
this year's.
Yes, so this year we've got Not So Merry in Maldives, which is about Pear and Hollis, and they were coworkers. And then he ended up firing her. And now they're on a plane together, trapped and on the way to the Maldives together. But they had an office crush on each other, but they never acted on it. But now we've got the forced proximity, a little bit of a second chance, and there's a lot of Christmas magic mixed in there. So I'm really excited about this one. Just think enemies on a plane and a tropical romance. That's really what we've got here. And it's quite steamy too.
Oh, fun. Well, what inspired it? Like, have you been to the Maldives? Did you, what inspired this book?
In my mind, I've been there many times. In my research, I've been there on Google Maps and through people's TikToks and other people's travel blogs. I feel like I've been there. It is on my bucket list of places I want to go to. But I have not yet been there. But it inspired me because we always think snow about Christmas,
right?
Mm-hmm. But I thought, what about the people who are snowbirds who just want to get away and they just want to be somewhere warm and happy, or people who just don't want to think about the holidays because maybe it's a sensitive time or they lost someone or whatever it is, they don't really want to celebrate the same way. And I thought, let's give them a tropical romance in the Maldives. And there's lots of different ways to celebrate Christmas around the globe. And so we get another way to celebrate here. So an island way.
Oh, I love that. My husband runs a Christmas internet radio station, and he has often had advertisers who are from Australia, and their Christmas songs are very different from ours because it is hot and summery in Christmas. And so anyway, I think it's really cool to give people a taste because you're right. We associate snow and Christmas and jingle bells and all that. But what about the people in the rest of the world where it's hot?
Exactly. And then you think about Santa, right? Once Christmas is over and he's had his big day of the year, does he need a vacation? Is he on an island in his trunks and Hawaiian type shirt, Is he enjoying life with Mrs. Claus? Perhaps.
Oh, does Santa make an appearance in this book?
That was just a little hint.
No
There's lots
spoilers.
of magic. There's tarot cards. There's everything.
Oh, yay.
I
Yay.
thought about you for that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, can you tell everybody, like, without any spoilers, did you have a favorite scene in the book where you were like, oh, this made the whole book worthwhile?
Yes. There is a moment. There's a moment where they find a message in a bottle. And when they get to open it together, that part is my favorite. I won't say too much more about it because that part is really magical and sweet and sexy. And
yeah, no
yeah,
spoilers, but message
right.
in a bottle is always
Yes.
nice,
Well,
a
that's
nice
part of my
touch.
magic. So I said we've got tarot, we've got Christmas, we've got caribou, we've got magic dust, and we've got message in a bottle. So there's all kinds of magic in here, and I love it.
Wow. Did you I don't I can't remember if you're a plotter or a pantser, but did you have a big surprise in this book where they like took a right turn and you're like, "Hey guys, we were supposed to go this way." Was there a big surprise for you?
Um, yes, it was the magic really, because
Oh,
this book was previously it's sort of a re-release, but I revamped it and added about 50,000 words. So it is a brand new novel altogether. But before it was just a smidge of magic dust, and that was the end of the magic. But I wanted to know what would happen if there was more. And also if we
ah,
had the clauses in there. And I also wanted to know how could we amplify the enemies aspect of it, because if somebody fires you, you're not readily going to get over it that fast.
right.
You're
And
not
end up on a trapped on
exactly
a plane with them.
right. Even if he is hot, and he's gorgeous and everything, but really, my cookies would still be frosted. I would still be upset at this person who fired me. I'm not getting over it that fast. So I really wanted to amplify that.
Oh,
So
I
yeah.
love it. I love it. So is this one because you said Pear and that's such a unique character name, but you had a Christmas book that was Olive and Pear's Christmas Detour. Is that
Yes.
you expanded from that one?
Yes.
Okay.
So it was half of a novel because um the first half, so Olive was another author's book, so it was two books in one. And so
Okay.
Olive had her story, and they were supposed to be going to the Maldives together to give Pear some relief after losing her job. That was the big
Right.
thing. And Olive ended up in Seattle and she ends up in the Maldives by herself, even though she didn't want to be alone. But it was just very short. So it was a novella and it was just not enough story for me. And once we separated those books, I felt like I had free reign to just really dig in with the holiday aspects. I love Christmas overload. Give me everything, anything you can think. I'm a kitchen sink writer. So if there's a way to throw in more and more emotion too, then I take the opportunity.
Yes, yes. Oh, how
So
fun.
yeah.
Well, when you are writing holiday books, because I know you and I know that, and I've written a few books myself, you are writing it, during summer or during after
Yes,
last Christmas, or so how do you stay in the mood for a holiday book? Because it's not Christmas time when you're writing it.
it really isn't. But Christmas playlists help.
Hmm.
And I have a note on my notes app that is all things Christmas. And
Oh,
so I
fun.
dig in there all the time. I have lists of movies, I have fun traditions, music, and songs. And I did have to do a lot more research on this one just because that's not my tradition, is being in a sunny warm weather. So I
Right.
needed to understand how do they do it in the Maldives and what type of food and what type of drinks and what kind of activities would they be doing on this island.
Right, right. But
Yeah.
you are in Vegas, right? So does
Yes.
it get cold in Las Vegas
Yes,
at
it does.
Christmas? Ah,
Hmm.
see?
And sometimes it snows. Not every year, but sometimes it snows. Yeah.
Wow, wow. But
Hmm.
it doesn't stick in Vegas though, does it?
Occasionally, not often, not often.
Okay.
Usually it's like a couple inches and it melts away by the afternoon. But like 2 years ago, we were able to build snowmen. We were doing snow angels. We were
What
just,
in Vegas? Wow. Wow.
yes,
There
I
might be just a
know.
tiny bit of climate change.
The hilarious part is if you go to the airport, people come and they're like, it's Vegas, and they're in shorts and like
Uh-huh.
Hawaiian shirts and stuff. And it's like, sir, ma'am, please put on a coat.
Yes,
It is
you are
cold
going to
here.
need a Vegas sweatshirt.
Yes.
Well, for anyone who's never been to Vegas, it's always windy there no matter what. So if it's
Yeah.
cold and windy, it'll,
Hmm.
yeah, you're going to need a jacket.
Exactly.
Well, before you wrote this one, I was poking around and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many Christmas books. But when
Hmm.
you wrote each one, do you have like your favorite Christmas tropes and you're just going through them? How do you come up with all these different Christmas books? Or is it holiday movies that inspire you? What?
Most of the time, for me, holidays mean second chances. So it always sneaks in there some kind of way. I don't know why. I feel like the holidays are a chance to like forgive and to try again or revisit things that you've lost and loved before and rediscover that kind of love. So it usually ends up being some type of second chance.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that. And it kind of goes toward that like Dickens theme of that it's never too
Yes,
late, right? You can do the Christmas
exactly.
Carol and
Yes, I love that. And then I do love to add in friends. I've noticed that about myself recently because I've been doing a whole lot of research on my brand and everything. My books tend to have lots of close friends on both sides of, hero and heroine, and they're all up in the relationship, giving advice. And sometimes it's good advice. My editor, she's like, is she a girl's girl or not? And I'm like, yes, she is. She just wants her friend to be happy emotionally, sexually, socially.
right.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that is a reflection of your real life? Do you have a close set of friends that, you know,
Yes, I'm closest with my family. My mom is who I talk to every single day. And then I have a few friends who I talk to daily. But then most of the time I'm like with word makers, writing in somebody's Zoom room, sprinting to get words. Yeah.
right, right. Yeah, I
Hmm.
love that. Well, let's talk about another Christmas book that you have. Clued in Christmas was such a cute series. Everyone, if you haven't read them yet, read the whole series because they're all around board games, which I love.
Yes.
Um, but Clued in Christmas was around the game Clue, right? You want to tell everybody
Yes.
about it?
Now, this one was one of my absolute favorites to write. I really wanted to be in this book with them so bad. Um,
Were you in the
it
ballroom with the rope and the
Yes, that part is so fun. How can I work the game in there? And then also there's a secret admirer aspect.
uh-huh.
So she's playing real life Clue, like eliminating who's a possibility as the secret
Okay.
admirer. So she's got a real life game board or like Clue sheet where she's figuring out who it is. But also there's letters being dropped by, and there's snowball fights, there's hot chocolate stations. There's so much Christmas in this book. But really, underneath it all, it is a chance again to forgive yourself and to allow yourself to love. Because in this one, we've got a single dad and we've got a jaded woman who's been burned by love before, and they had a summer fling. And it
Oh.
felt like it was over. But again, here's the second chance that I mentioned.
Right, right.
um, they're kind of thrown in because he became part of the friend group, like I said. So there's that aspect again. So it was the two couples from the first books, right? Plus her. So all three women are best friends and they run this game store together. But it was the six of them and the love interest. And then when the fling was over, it was like an odd man out because there was only five of them and she's by herself. And so the guys are missing him. She's missing him. The girls are trying to get her back together with him. And then we find out he is a dad. And he didn't
Oh.
really they didn't really disclose that because it was supposed to be just for fun, for with
Hmm.
benefits. Just it was just sex and that was it.
Right,
Are we allowed to say that?
right. Yes, yes, you can. You can say anything you
Okay,
want
I try to
on Book
keep it
Lights.
PG unless I have.
Nah, we're not PG. You can say whatever you
Right.
want.
On the summer fling, it was supposed to just be good times with no strings. And
Right.
so for him, he didn't want to talk about his child if we were going to leave it and leave it alone
Right.
at some point. That's a very important part of him. And why bring the child into it if you're not going to be around, basically.
Right.
So then when she discovers, oh my God, this is your child. Like you have a
Right.
child, a whole human being in your life. And
And you didn't
they
tell me.
yeah, but he's like, well, we said we weren't getting personal. We weren't involving each other in our real lives. So that part of it, and writing a kid, that was the first kid I got to write.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so much love, and the emotion is heavy, but it is so fun. Like I
I
just
love
love that
it.
book so much, and it goes
Yeah.
through all the way to the end of the book. So yeah,
And did I see that that one is in KU? If there's KU
yes.
readers listening,
Mm-hmm.
so if you
Monopoly,
have
Trivia Life
KU,
Pursuit,
go
and
grab
Clues on
it.
Christmas. Yep.
Oh, fun, fun. Well, this is not the end of the Christmas books. You also have a box set of Cozy Little Christmas. Are those all connected?
They are semi-connected. They're in the same universe. That's it.
Okay.
But they're not the same couples or related to each other in any way.
Okay.
With Mingle All the Way, they go to the concert of the heroine in the second book. She's a pop star. So
Okay.
that's really the only relation there.
All
Yeah.
right. And I just have to say the titles because they're so cute. There's Mingle All the Way, Wrapped Up in Bow, and Married and Bright. So super
Yes.
cute.
You know I love a punny title.
Right,
I'm
right.
so funny. Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Well, what is next for you? What are you working on now?
I'm working on the follow-up to The Divorcetant. The Divorcetant just came out in June. And it is again a second chance. We're noticing a theme. And she's post-divorce and planning a wedding. And he is the one who got away before the debutante society and her mother had any say in her life. So it's full drama. I'm not calling that one necessarily a rom-com. I call that one a dram-rom because it is so messy and but like good, delicious messy. Where
I
you just
love it.
can't stop looking like housewives, but on
Right.
steroids, kind of.
It's so messy, you can't look away.
Yes. Messy good. Yes.
Yes. Well, I wanted to ask about this whole second chance thing that seems to be a running theme for you. My books are always found family, which makes sense because I
Mm-hmm.
was an only child and we lived in the country. So I was always lonely. So for me,
Yes.
I can't help it. In all my books, found family comes in there that you finally find your people. Did you get a big second chance in life? Is that why you always go back to that trope, do you think?
No, I didn't have a second. It was like a first
You did
chance
it
at
on the
love in my
first
marriage.
chance.
It was
what
my
what
marriage is
attracts you to
forbidden
second
romance.
chance, do you think?
Just the chance that that timing is off a lot of the times. And so when timing aligns and it just feels right and it just feels good. And also that there's no cutoff on when you can find your happily ever after. There's no time frame, no age, any of that. So I tend to have characters that range anywhere from their 20s all the way up to their 40s right now. And I'm even have a plan for somebody in their 50s soon. So I just love the idea that there's no parameters around the timing for love.
I love that. And it's interesting because you see it a lot more now in movies and I think
Mm-hmm.
TV because of streaming, I think, but
Yeah.
we're finally getting away from that box that the only time you can fall in love is when you're in your 20s.
Right.
Because that's not true. And I loved, because I know you watch all the holiday rom-coms too,
Yeah.
but it was at A Castle for Christmas and it was Brooke Shields and
Yes.
Carrie Elwes. And so they're both in their 50s and they're
Yes.
falling in love. And I loved that movie. It was so nice to see,
Mm-hmm.
that you can be any age and fall in love.
Yes. Plus, I hate that the patriarchy makes it seem like once you hit 30, it's over
Yeah,
for
you're
you.
done.
You're
Yeah. Yeah.
you're out of here. No kids, no
Exactly.
marriage, you're out. Oh, you can't have anything else. And I'm like,
Right.
says who? You can fall in love and you
Exactly.
can fall in love again. Maybe you fell in love once and it didn't work out or something happened. you're still on the side of the grass, so you still have an opportunity to fall in love as long as your heart's open for it.
Yeah, 100%. And I
Mm-hmm.
also loved that movie in particular because all the romance readers out there, you probably feel the same, but I get sick of all the little rom-coms where they go through the entire movie and then they kiss at the end and say I love you, and I'm like, seriously, that is not how grown-ups behave. And the Castle for
Right.
Christmas, they totally get busy in that, and I appreciate that because it's just like,
Yes.
why do we make the Christmas movies seem like nobody does
Mm-hmm.
grown-up things? What is that?
Yes. I mean, closed door is fine. You can like
Yeah,
allude
close the
to
door.
it,
That's
but
fine.
acting like it doesn't happen at all and that the kiss is what seals the deal and now you're in love for life,
Yeah.
that part is kind of
Yeah,
interesting.
that's annoying. That's annoying. Yes. As an
That
adult
and
watching
the
those, I'm
word
like,
clean.
seriously?
Yeah. When they say clean romance, that irritates me because sex isn't dirty, you know?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. You should be able to be your full human self. It shouldn't be
exactly.
that at the holidays no one has sexy times. I'm like, seriously? and
Yeah.
and sometimes some of the rom-coms for the holiday movies will have like a divorced person or a widow and they have a kid, that they
Hmm.
know how to do this stuff, and yet you
Exactly.
drag
It
out
has
the
happened.
whole movie and then there's a kiss and oh, I love you forever. Like, what?
Yes. The end of the
Yeah.
romance, apparently.
Apparently, yeah, yeah. So weird. But there have been some like what's another? Oh, The Holiday. Did you watch The Holiday?
Is that the one with Roberts, Emma Roberts?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
where
I
they
watched that
are
one. Yeah.
single, so they do all the different holidays. So it
I
takes a
love that
whole
one. Yeah.
year.
That
But
was
I
cute.
love that one because you get a whole year of this messy, messy, messy. And yes, they get there are sexy times, so messy. But in that year, they get themselves straightened out, and I loved that one. I
Yes.
thought that was
That
great.
one was cute. Oh, and I liked the new one that I just watched is called Champagne Problems on Netflix.
Oh,
And
I'm
it
gonna
just came
watch.
out. First of all, Minka Kelly is the cutest thing ever. I think she's so adorable. And they have like a one night stand
Oh,
situation. And I kind of love that because at least you get it out the way early. So if they don't
yes,
have it again, you know that they know it exists and it's part of it, but there's
right.
complications now why you can't do it again yet, you know.
Right, right. And for you, I bet that's the whole second chance thing that you love.
Mhm. Mhm.
They
And
get
that's why
another
I do
run at it.
love fake dating. I like one night stand and I do love friends to lovers a lot.
Okay. Yeah, I love that. Um, so anyway, for people who have never read you yet and haven't heard your previous episodes on Booklights, can you tell everybody what your writing journey looked like? Have you always been a writer? Did you fall into it later? How did that work out for you?
I was born a writer. Okay, but I had a lot of detours. So in the third grade, I wrote Derek and the Parrot
Oh,
and got a
cute.
trophy. I still have the trophy, and that's my
Wow.
reminder that that's what I always wanted to do. Except I had a family member. I brought the trophy back, and I was like, "Oh my God, look at I won this award! I'm going to be a writer." And it's like, "No, you don't want to be a writer. They don't make any money. You want to be a doctor or a lawyer." So I spent all the way up until college in OChem hating it so much. I hated OChem like nobody's business. And from there, I was doodling in journals, writing poetry. And I'm like, why am I doing this? That's not what I love. I'm a creative person. So then I started with poetry. Then I wrote a children's book because for all my nieces and nephews, I have a ton of nieces and nephews.
Mhm.
And then from there, I saw in the back of, I think it was like a Avon or Harlequin book, uh, would you like to write for us? And I was like, I don't know. Do I want to write for you? Let me go do some research. You know, I'm a research minded person. I'm so curious. So I go finding craft books. I'm scouring the interwebs looking for craft. And I found that W plot structure. And I was like,
Mhm.
I'm doing this. I wrote a book that is no longer published, but I wrote it. I mean, at some point I may revamp it and put it back out there, but not anytime soon. And then I wrote seriously. My first one that's still out is in 2018. I mean, I still have the poetry books and the children's books, but first romance I fell in love with was in 2018, and I've been going ever since. Yeah.
Nice. And what's that first book so people can go get it?
Mixed Signals.
Mixed
and it
Signals.
has mixed reviews, but because I mean, it doesn't necessarily fit tropes right away. So,
Right.
But I use that as the marker of my career a little bit, because to me, every book I should be getting better.
Yes.
I may not be on that level anymore. So every book, judge me on my last book.
Yes, yes. But, I always think it's fun to be able to, especially a writer like you who has some backlists. It's fun for me as a reader to see how you expanded. I can remember when my first book came out, Nightwalker, it had a really strong romantic hero. And so people still go, oh, that's my favorite. And I keep thinking, but I got so much better.
Right. I mean,
understand he was very romantic, but but it was not my best book.
Maybe it's just about the way you made people feel. That's the thing.
Maybe that's what it was. Yeah. But you'd get better at all those things. I can remember talking to my editor, because we went through so many rounds of edits on that book. And I remember going, I do not understand why the second half of the book, you can't stop reading. And the first half is a little bit slow and I can't figure out how to. And she said, that's just how this book is paced. I'm like, okay. Because there wasn't a way to fix that. But anyway, I did get better, and I'm sure you did too.
Yes, I like to hope so. I mean, I'm not the person who gets to determine that. All I can do is keep learning and keep, working on my craft. That's it.
And we try new things too.
Yes.
And I read an interview once with Stephen King, who they talked to him about, that most people say their favorite Stephen King book is The Stand. And he goes, you know how hard it is to constantly hear that your best book was from 1980, and you've been writing ever since. And everyone goes, but it was The Stand. And
at least that got him to read the next however many he has. He has
right.
Yeah.
There's so many. Well, if somebody gets excited and they read all these books and they want to get in touch with you, where can they find you?
You can always find me on my website first, miaheintzelman.com, but then I'm on Instagram and Threads and TikTok almost every day.
And with just your name?
Yes, Mia Heintzelman author. My bad.
Okay.
Mia Heintzelman author. Sorry about that.
No worries. And are you doing any Christmas promos or anything that people should look for? Are you doing giveaways?
Yep. Yes. And yes. I have a Christmas sale that I'm just about to post right now.
You heard it here first.
Holiday collection. You did hear it first. All the Christmas books, signed paperbacks, mugs, stickers, everything will be on sale. And then also I'll be doing a giveaway coming up at the end of this week.
And how do people enter? Is it on your social media or your website?
On Instagram, Mia Heintzelman author.
Okay. I will try and put a link to that on the show notes as well, to Instagram.
Thank you.
Let's see, that made me think of one. Oh, the other thing is that when you brought up that you have signed paperbacks and everything, I'm friends with Mia. So I see all of her social media posts about packing up boxes and doing all this stuff. And she does so many cute, treats with those books. So if somebody wants to get a signed paperback or a special holiday gift box or whatever, how do they get those? Because you can't get them on Amazon, right?
No, you can only get it on my website at miaheintzelman.com. And I will offer Christmas wrapping. If you wanted to send that to somebody, I will wrap it for Christmas.
Oh, yay. So it makes a great gift if you have a reader in your family who loves holiday books. So go check out our website. And is there a shop on there? People just click shop and they'll
just click shop right on my homepage.
Sweet. Okay.
And even at the top, it says, check out my holiday collection and shop now. You can just click there too.
Oh, perfect. And she does such a beautiful job with the books look great. So be sure and check it out for all those holiday book reading needs. And thank you so much for being here, Mia. It was so much fun
Thank
chatting
you,
with
Lisa.
you.
And thank you, everybody who's tuned in.
Yes, and go get Not So Merry at the Maldives. It's out now, and it sounds like a fantastic read to get in the holiday spirit.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us on Booklights. Be sure to connect with us at www.readersentertainment.com for articles, blogs, videos, and podcasts that matter to readers.